One writer. Okay. That's Wallen. I think it was Wallen. Wallen? Yeah. That's for Google. Yeah. Country music fans are very frustrated with that phrase. So, you hear the song in the background? I think it's some foreign country right now. I mean, that's like the string of all those songs. You should feel a little bit of humility. Yeah, or at least, like, politics aside, if you're the news, you're supposed to know what the stuff is. We watch you to tell us who the people are. Exactly. Like, I don't get it's the shock. When do we see you on stage? Because I think I'm coming to the end of your appearance. Oh, okay. Where, here? Well, anywhere. Just, yeah, you know what, I'm off for 6 weeks. Oh, you did. The last time you were here, you were up right before your vacation. And then I'm going to go back in September. Where do we find it? JohnnyChris.com? Everywhere. I'm going to be 32 cities in the fall. So just find you. Oh, yeah, I'll be there. Stage. You'll be there. Your town. I'm coming there. All right. And just remember, you had Tonight Show, but I'd like to be number 2. I'll be number 2? Number 2 in a heart. Stay in number 2. Right? Number 2. Brian Kilmeade. Almost as cool as Jimmy Fallon. Actually, not at all. Thanks, John Chris. Radio 77 WABC. Hi, this is Brian Kilmeade. Let's talk Madison Trust. There's a retirement investing secret. Wall Street is one.
And all the world wondered after the beast. Do you remember the 2 witnesses? And do you remember what happened to them? And how their resurrection from the death caused the people to follow them and gave them great power? Well, Satan's the great imitator. Satan's got his program too. So what is he going to do? Listen carefully. The scripture says he gets the beast to be killed, or at least to appear to be killed. And the scripture says that when the Antichrist is wounded in the head, then he comes back to life, and his resurrection causes his great following by all the peoples in the nation of the world. You remember I was telling you at the beginning of the message there were many people. John F. Kennedy was the Antichrist. We were just talking about all the things that happened in Dallas, and someone asked where we were when all those things happened in Dallas, and I said we were in Dallas. I was a student there, and we were very close to the assassination of John F. Kennedy. My wife at that time was working at the Blue Cross building, which was downtown Dallas, and just a few moments before John F. Kennedy was shot, Donna was standing at the window where she worked and saw the motorcade go right under her window. And in a few minutes right after that, the word was out that he had been shot. I was working at the Wall Street Journal as a circulation boy, and I heard the day that Kennedy was shot. I heard it, and some of my classmates told me, and I thought they were joking. And I told them I thought it was a sick joke, and they said, David, it's not a joke, it's the truth. I will never forget those days in Dallas, Texas. And I would imagine if I ask you, what were you doing when that happened? Most of you could remember. For some reason, a national tragedy like that freezes in our minds, then we can very clearly know what was going on. I remember what I did, strange as it may be. I was a married man in my 20s. I picked up the phone and called my mother long distance. I felt like a little boy who needed some security. I was very frightened, and I knew what it was all about. And many of you remember. I still have at home the papers of the Dallas Morning News and the Times Herald with the news on the front page about the death of John F. Kennedy. I remember walking downtown during that day, and it seemed like just a few moments after the news was out that the newspapers were out in the street. And men and women, I saw Dallas people walk up to a pile of newspapers, put a $10 bill on the top of it, take the newspaper and not wait for change, and walk down the street reading it. It was the most awesome time I can ever remember. But do you remember how the events of John F. Kennedy's death droned on television? Can you still hear the caissons marching down the street? Can you see the rotunda